Our next topic, the Buffalo Sabres started their 2016-17 campaign earlier this month, and it's been a slow start. On the eve of the season opener against the Montreal Canadiens, the face of the franchise, Jack Eichel, suffered a high ankle sprain, considered to be one of the worst injuries for a hockey player. Then, in that first game against Montreal, forward Evander Kane left early, and it was revealed that he left the game with some cracked ribs. He'll likely be out until December as well. Their 1-2-1 record as of tonight's broadcast is tied for the second worst in the league. Now, while there's still 78 games left to go in the season, guys, the Sabres are going to need to start turning things around as soon as possible if they want to clinch a playoff. So, we'll start with Brian on this one. Who needs to step up for the Sabres if they want to make a big push right away?
Well, I look for a guy like Kyle Okposo to step up with Eichel and Kane out. You know, last season with the Islanders, he had 22 goals, 42 assists. So he's more than capable of generating some offense. But the big thing is that he may be new to this Sabres team, but he is a veteran of the NHL. So I look for a guy like that to step up with the two young stars out.
Joe?
Offensively, I think you got to look to Tyler Ennis. Past 2 years, he's put up about 20 goals a season, which is good. But right now, he doesn't have a goal. He's only got 1 point, and it's an assist. I mean, congratulations for that. But he's got to get going now that two top forwards are out. He's got to be the guy to step up offensively and defensively. Robin Leonard's got to play better. He's got 3 goals against average a game, and that's not healthy for a team. That's not good. You don't win games by letting in 3 goals.
Yeah, he's pretty much been a less than 500 goaltender his entire career. So we'll have to wait and see if the trade that Tim Murray made with Ottawa finally pays off. I think the one guy for me is Rasmus Ristolainen. They recently signed to a 6-year deal. He's only 21 years old, so he's going to be their top blue liner for the next few years. So he has to step up. And also Okposo and Ryan O'Reilly. Like, there is a lot of talent on this team. So what does Coach Dan Bylsma have to do to try to rally the troops, even with Eichel and Kane out?
Well, he's got to realize that, the 2 young guys are out, but like you said, he still has talent. So the big thing that he's going to have to do is figure out how he can get that talent to work well with each other, with guys like Eichel and Kane out. It's going to be about getting the best out of what he has to work with.
Right, and I think another guy, this is a time for players to step up when star players are out. And the first guy you look to is a captain, like Brian Giunta. He might be another guy. He's gotten some points on the stat sheet, which is good, but he's been kind of silent as a captain. So I think this is another player who they should look to for going forward.
Do you think the Sabres, when they're fully healthy, do they have a shot to sneak into the 8th seed, or is it still a 1 year down the road?
I think if they get Eichel and Kane back, and the guys they have now are able to pick up the slack while they're gone, they do have a legitimate chance to get into the playoffs. They won't be, top 3 seed or anything like that, but they do have a legitimate chance of getting in there.
I think I agree. It won't be a high seed if they sneak in. It'll be somewhere around 7th or 8th, but I think it starts with defense, and forwards got to play defense too. But I think it starts with Robin Leonard, and then it moves on to that young defense with guys like Ristolainen, and then it's gonna convert into offense with guys like Giunta, Ennis, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, there's a big list of offensive guys, and I think they need to win big games against Boston, Detroit, those divisional games that they weren't able to do last year. But if they do get in, it'll be a lower seed, like we agree.